President Trump endorsing, or at least thinking out loud about what some House Republicans are talking about, an effort to bring back earmarks. There are a few Republicans on the House Rules Committee who plan to conduct hearings next week. They want to evaluate, they say, the merits or demerits, if you will, of restoring some form of earmarks. Earmarks or lawmakers' ability to direct federal funding to specific projects were banned in 2010 amid pressure from conservatives. Here to join me now, former Oklahoma Senator Dr. Tom Coburn, now a conventionofstates.com senior advisor. This must drive you crazy.
I think they're absolutely tone deaf. If they don't have any idea what the last election was about, it's not about career politicians taking our money to buy our votes with something that they have directed to our states. It's a disaster for Republicans. It's actually a disaster for anybody that votes for it. Anybody that votes for returning earmarks says, I admit I'm corrupt.
Right.
I admit I don't care about the future. All I care about is my position as a congressman or a senator.
President Trump, openly talked about a version of this that would include, he used the word honesty. Which for me is a red flag right then and there. I mean, I hate to say it because I know, you're a former congressman, but I don't have trust in lawmakers to do the right thing by the American public.
Well, what the American public doesn't understand, Charles, is appropriation committees are run by staff, not by members. And they are susceptible to all the lobbying that goes on in this country that will cause them to put stuff in bills that no member will ever know, but it'll guarantee them a job in the future.
Right.
And so it's a totally corrupt practice. There's no reason. What we should do is take all the money that was used for earmarks and send it back to the states on a per capita basis and let the states decide.
Well, that's what they're saying. Like, some Republicans, John Coburn, Mike Reagan, Mike Kelly, they're saying this will be done somehow. It will originate out of the states, and somehow, they'll take the baton to D.C. And they're saying this eliminates bureaucracy. This eliminates the bureaucrat.
Oh, I think they can rationalize anything. What we need to do is quit sending money to Washington. They need to start being fiscally responsible. We passed a tax bill that I was in favor of, but there's $400 billion of proven waste, fraud, and duplication every year that they didn't even touch on that tax bill. They could have doubled the tax bill if they'd just gotten rid of half of the waste. So, it's a game. They're not truthful. It's about power and being in position, and I think they are totally tone deaf. And I would predict to you, if they restore earmarks, there won't be a Republican Congress. They will go down in flames.
I'm still shocked that they're bringing it up. I know they brought it up last year, and they have to make a decision in the first quarter of this year. Let me ask you about that extraordinary meeting that President Trump had today. A room full of bipartisan lawmakers who were able to voice their thoughts and opinions, even push back against the president, all on national television. I thought it was absolutely remarkable. I think it was one of the best days for President Trump thus far, and I would love to see this happen more often.
Well, I think it's great leadership. What you do is when you have an issue that you need to solve, you bring people of different minds, different ideas, put them in a room together and try to work out a compromise. And actually listen to them rather than say, I know what I want, I'm not going to listen to you. And I think what we saw today was Trump listening.
Yeah, and I think also it's going to hold everyone there sort of accountable, right? No backroom deals. That's accountability. Right. The world is watching, really watching. I thought it was remarkable.
And one other point. The rule of law is important. It's not about immigration. The reason Trump got elected is people saw, in fact, that the rule of law was not being enforced. And they want somebody that will enforce the rule of law. If you don't like it, change the law,
right,
but enforce the rule of law.
Representative Coburn, I've always been a fan. I appreciate you coming in. Next time you come, we'll get an update on the Convention of States.
All right.
Thank you very much.